Alrighty, we are back with part A of our worksheet here for problem 55. Here is what we're doing. It's a bit different from the last time we did this. Now we are given the product dimensions. We are given the two side lengths of our rectangle. So we know the side lengths or the frames for that rectangle. What we have to figure out, whoops, don't want that. What we have to figure out is actually the sum. So we know the outside pieces, right? That's what dimensions mean. Maybe right above dimensions, let's write the word outside. We know the outside pieces. What we're trying to figure out now is the sum or the inside pieces. So I'm gonna work out A for you to show you how it's actually not that bad to go from product to sum. Now for product, I know that one side is going to be an X tile and our 3 unit tiles. You are using your product mat here. I don't have a way to show my product mat here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill in this right side here. So in this right side, you need to grab one X tile. I'm gonna go ahead and grab mine. There's my X tile that I would put right in that gray spot right there. And now I need 3 unit tiles. So get your unit tiles and make that left side of your rectangle. Perfect. You probably already know what we're gonna do. If this is what I'm making for the left side, then this is going to be my top side of my rectangle. So I have 2 X's plus 1s. So I'm gonna grab an X tile. I have to rotate mine, and mine's gonna go right above there in that product mat, right? I need 2 X's though, because it is 2X, whoops, I gotta slide it over, plus 1 unit tile. So I hope you can see on your paper, you should have these tiles drawn. Don't just watch the video, because I'm only doing a couple of these on the worksheet. You gotta be able to do this on your own. Whatever the product is, X plus 3, get X and 3 unit tiles on your product mat on your desk. The next was 2 X's plus a unit, 2 X's plus my unit tile. And then honestly, here's where the fun is. You have your outside frame, you gotta fill in the inside. You wanna fill in this rectangle with tiles that are gonna match up in this space provided. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit on this. We can, perfect. What tile is going to fit perfectly in this space right between those 2 X tiles? Well, there's only one tile, and that is our X squared tile. Look at that, boom, it locks into place for me. When you place it in for you, it should also lock in for you. So X squared is gonna fit there. I think I can also fit an X squared right in that spot as well. Now look right here. I need a little skinny rectangle that's gonna fit there. Don't start pulling your unit tiles, because no. That's the same as that unit tile, but this one side, that is not the same as that X squared tile. We don't want unit tiles. I think I wanna pull an X tile, because, ooh, look at that. It fits right into that space. You're probably already guessing. We're gonna take the X tile here, and we're gonna slide those right underneath. Make sure to build this as I build this, because again, I'm only doing one of these. You got to be able to do the rest on your own, but it's the same thing. What am I going to put in here? I think I need a couple more X tiles to slide in. And as we are building this inside, we are building the sum. Again, remember, look at, I accidentally made mine red. We don't want red. Red represents negative. We want blue. Blue is positive. All right, last but not least, I think I can fit in this space my 3 unit tiles. And look what we have. Again, this should be done on your product mat. We set up the frame or the dimensions or the product. We're filling in the inside with our rectangle, with our algebra tiles. What's left in there is your sum. Now, what you've built on your paper, you need to now include this in your sketch. So on my sketch here, what was my left side? I had an X tile and I had 3 unit tiles. Perfect. That was the X plus 3. On the top, I had 2 X tiles and 1 unit tile. We're just doing a sketch. I just want to make sure it looks good. What did we put as our first tile? I'll draw it in blue for us. We drew in an x squared tile. We also put another x squared tile in off to the side here. We were able to fit an x tile. I hope you're starting to catch it now. What did we put underneath? Well, what was going to fit here? Well, that was going to be our 3x tiles. We also were able to fit in another set of 3x tiles. And then that last little space there created by those unit tiles, I can fit 3 unit tiles. So don't forget, once you've built it on your product mat, right? On your paper, on your board, with all your algebra tiles, draw a sketch. It's the only way this is going to stick to your memory. All right, we're going to slide this over now, and now I can get to the sum. The sum are the pieces that we used in this rectangle. Think about this. The sum is not the product. Look, I can move my product pieces out of the way. I don't want the product. We started with the product. I want the sum. The sum are just the inside pieces. Help me out. How many x squared tiles do we got? We go biggest to smallest. The biggest is x squared. How many? We have 2. We write 2x squared. Plus, next biggest is x tiles. How many x tiles do we have? Count yours up. Looks like we have 7x tiles. Last but not least, how many unit tiles do we have? We have 3. So this is how we are solving these problems. You are given your product. Get your product on your mat. Remember, product goes into the gray areas here. Fill in the inside with the only pieces that can fit, right? They have to match up to all of those side lengths there, right? Once you fit it up, it's got to lock in. Once you have that, draw a little sketch. What's your inside pieces? Well, again, there's no shame in just pulling this back, seeing what's left in there, what your rectangle is. That is your sum. This is how we go from product to sum using algebra tiles. All right, let's see if we can go on to problem B and do it on our own.